Rather than changing other people or changing the whole world to make you feel better, what if you hacked your own perception? What if these two were actually the same thing? What if by hacking your perception, you had the utmost profound impact on the world around you? Whether you realize it or not, deep down, you have an understanding of the way things are. This is kind of like a viewpoint or an arrangement of the world around you and of yourself. Every time there's a new experience, you tuck it neatly into its proper place within this intricate web of understanding. Let's call it a worldview. This worldview has formulated from all of your knowledge and all of your experiences, bruises and giggles, including every time you drop the ball and every time you save the day. This worldview is entrenched, it's deep within you, within your subconscious, and you probably don't give it a second thought. You likely just assume that's just the way things are. Okay, so how do you know what your worldview is? Well, here's an easy way to get a kind of a rough idea. Consider this list of words: survival, government, environment, money, community, job, success, knowledge, God, luck, body, science, happiness, family. For each word, come up with a one-sentence, truthful definition about how each one of those words relates to you. For example, what do I know to be true about my survival? What do I know to be true about my government? What do I know to be true about my environment, about my money, community, job, success, knowledge, God, luck, body, science, happiness, and family? Okay, putting all these sentences together roughly approximates your individualized worldview. Now, consider this. Life appears to you in precise accordance with your unique worldview. This is true for you, for me, and for every individual, no matter how different each worldview is. Now stop and think about that for a second. Each person is experiencing a world that's unique to them, and furthermore, their world provides evidence and feedback to support the unique underlying understanding they have of it. On top of all that, we're drawing certain types of experiences to us based on our worldview. Okay, first of all, how is this even possible? Well, it's beyond the mind's ability to comprehend it. The ordinary everyday term we use for this marvel is perception. One's perception is the way they uniquely see and interpret the world, and it's based on the individual's particular underlying worldview. However, when we use that word, we throw it around and we often ignore the miracle that perception mysteriously creates one's reality and the experience of life being had. So, knowing this, the wise person hypothesizes the following. Since the world indeed mirrors back the way I'm seeing it, then I can have a better experience, indeed an improved quality of life, by examining my worldview and potentially changing it. I can hack my perception by changing my worldview. So, if you've reached a point in your life where it seems unmanageable or burdened, overwhelming, pointless, dull, meaningless, or even unproductive, and you're looking to have a radically improved experience of life, then perhaps you should go shopping for a bigger, better, more all-encompassing and all-accepting worldview. We refer to this kind of shopping as seeking. If this is an endeavor you wish to pursue or are currently pursuing, here's a pro tip and a way to get started. Do the exercise above, listing the personal truths, and pay close attention to any elevated states, elevated emotional states. Even if it's like a slight burst of pride or like a gag of distaste. What if the particular statement or statements coinciding with the elevated emotional states aren't actually true? What if you're carrying around false beliefs with regard to these specific areas embedded in your worldview, and those are causing you suffering? This is how you can start hacking your perception. Get into it, dig deep, expand, and keep shopping. That is, keep seeking for a wider and more all-encompassing, all-inclusive worldview. As you hack your perception, by adopting a more all-inclusive view, you naturally draw corresponding experiences to you, mutually benefiting others who are sharing those experiences with you. So, that's it for today. This topic spawns many questions, so subscribe for future videos, and you can also join Patreon for free for additional resources. We'll see you next time.